Mr. Goel, great to have you on the show. Thanks very much for taking out the time. First up, Mr. Goel, India's 2 trillion economy is growing at a fast pace. That's what we are celebrating here with the Rise with India theme and our manifesto. But what do you expect to be the India story? What will keep it intact? Let me put it like that. Tell us about the growth potential for the cable as well as the DTH business that you would like to foresee to ride this Rise with India theme.
The rural electrification, that is one of the factor which we see as a growth potential, and then rural housing is the second one, and smart city. These are the positive which will increase the C&S household, and with the employment at this moment is the housing is in the very down in the city, at least in bigger cities. But hopefully in next couple of months and quarters the housing will also improve, and once that demand goes up, I was reading the paper, there is a demand is now rising. So the television usage and consumption will go up. So these are few factors which is and direct benefit transfer. That is one of the biggest impact which I am foreseeing, that when the money comes to directly in the account of the beneficiary, then the middlemen are eliminated. No middleman will take the money from them. So it is a big thing. Once the state government also does, all the state government has almost 3,000 benefit schemes for their citizens in various states. If all of them also fall under DBT, then you see that so much of money going in the hand of the consumer, and disposable income increase, then everybody will get benefit out of it.
So tell us about the merger and synergies with the Videocon DTH, and can you confirm benefits of about 1,800 crore in FY18 and about 510 crore in FY19 aided by the contract which you will get because of the D2H merger?
Well, both the team has sat for a couple of months, and along with the consultant who are expert in this space, so they had worked out on each head of the income line and expense line and purchase line and efficiencies. So everything has been worked out, and they had come out with this figure, which is quite encouraging for us to get that leverage after the combining of the two companies.
Right. So according to analyst Mr. Goel, this merger will enhance the competitive positioning and provide upside for the company. How do you see your market share position, and how is it that you're viewing the competition in the sector now?
You see, we are mainly in the linear TV business, and in linear TV where the most of it is a family viewing. So there in this space, Netflix and these new OTT services has a very limited role, and on top of it, I will like to make it clear that when we deliver the almost 600 channels, which has almost 70 HD channels, so the cost of delivery of content to the consumer are just 10 rupees per month for us. Whereas in any of such service, data consumption and cost of the data consumption is very high. If you take the 1 GB data in high definition, it will survive for only 20-22 minutes, and 1 GB data will exhaust. And if you are consuming a standard definition kind of thing, then in 1 hour you will consume 1 GB data. So in 1 GB and in a month, so in India we have almost 2.5-3 hours television viewing. So this means that you are talking about 100 GB download, so which is a very expensive proposition for the consumer.
Mr. Goel, let's touch upon earnings. While rise in subscription revenue aided by ARPU growth, has been stable, it is still lower than pre-demonetization levels of 160 rupees plus. What is the outlook on average revenue per user?
We had a demon impact which continued to be there. Last month, we will talk it more about when we complete this quarter and we have a board meeting and analyst call. But currently, I will just say that the demon impact is reducing, not very significantly, but it is reducing.
So your margins at 27.5% are lower than 30% plus the run rate in FY17. Will there be a pickup in margins?
I think we had talked about 30 plus for the whole of the financial year. So the shortfall in the first quarter and all these things, that will be make up, and we will be around 31% for full financial year.
Okay. Mr. Goel, can you talk to us about your recent IPL rights as well? You've earlier spoken about the monopoly being created by one group. What is exactly the deal here? How will this change life for players like you?
Well, that this right will be effective from the next financial year. Number two, my reason to inform and ask for the regulator such as TRAI, Ministry of Information Broadcasting, and Competition Commission, that the cricket is now in between two houses, and the way the BCCI contract has been drafted and the terms has been put in. So I was apprehensive that this will be only going to one player. It is like a exclusivity in a tender as well. The terms of the tender is providing exclusivity. In such case, I had just informed them, and this is if any further question you have, you should ask the Competition Commission or maybe the telecom regulator. And unfortunately, in cricket, our Sports Ministry has no role to play in cricket. So and that's why I did not brought Sports Ministry into my communication.
Mr. Goel, do you think RelJio's plans in the low entry price point for TV streaming can disrupt the DTH market like it has, like what we've seen in telecom, so to speak?
We had seen some impact when this was launched and it was a free service, and because of that the people suspended the recharge, and the major impact on watching this content on a small screen, mostly in the single person when they are out of their home, or probably the rickshaw wala and taxi wala and lift wala, to watch their content on the small screen, and that too free. So that impact was initially there. After that it has become a 300-500 rupees per month kind of a scenario. So now we are seeing some reversal.
Right. So do you think you'll be forced to slash prices post entry of Reliance Jio to maintain this 45% market share?
You see, DTH word can be used, we are using a direct to home for television service, but DTH it is called direct to home. So you can have a direct to home, your newspaper, direct to home, on so many other things. And so far my knowledge is concerned, there is the Jio don't have direct to home television license. They have the cable license, taken the cable operator license, which is in my knowledge.
Mr. Goel, we really appreciate you taking out the time to speak with us today and clarifying on all the matters that are important to the business and that will help in your growth going forward. We wish you all the very best for the future.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/ETNow.